Scorpio. Wow, I feel some very, very intense energy around you guys at the moment. Very intense. Okay. Because I feel like I need to explain myself. Like, I constantly feel like I need to explain myself, and that's what I'm starting to channel. Like, so if I haven't explained, we're going to look into timeline Pacific channeling of past, and then we look into the future. That's Back to the Future. But I really need to get straight on with the channel messages that I've got of a present time of now and the past. Okay, but I feel like I'm pressured, like I'm under pressure. Like I always feel like I'm under pressure. Like I feel this pressure around me that's just, I don't think it's like a breathing thing. I think that it's just like I just physically just can't seem to like breathe, or I physically can't seem to like escape something, right? Because I'm picking up the Great Escape, I picked up break-in, a lockdown. I'm picking up locks of stuff, like the name Locks, or Goldilocks and the Three Bears, of some kind of like story. And it's Astoria, it's Historia, or Hysteria, that's it, sorry. Like a hysteria of control, because they're saying that, obviously, right, when you look at that, it caused hysteria. There's some kind of like been an hysterical moment, and we are channeling the past, guys, okay, but an hysterical moment where it's like someone around you has been very hysterical, okay, and it's like I cannot get to grips of all what's been happening, because it feels in me it feels like very intense, because I'm feeling that a lot of you, there was this breakup, right, and there was a breakup from school, they're saying a breakup from school, a breakup from a playground or something, like a playground attraction or a fairground attraction. Oh, okay, they are saying that there could well have been an affair, because when I was starting the channel, I did turn off the camera because I felt like I was going crazy that I'd do that. And the first thing that slipped out my mouth was affair, like flare, like a flare-up of something, but also they said an affair, like an affair. Because that was it, a mistress. I picked up missed opportunity because of a mistress, that there could have been a mistress for a lot of you, right? Because I don't know where these come from, whether they come from you guys or someone else, but if you're involved in that, it's obviously of a pandemic that I pick up on, okay? So I try to break it down for you. Now, there was a break-in. It feels like that there was a break-in. And there was something that was also locked up, because they're saying that there's an energy around being locked up, like locked up, confined, solitary confinement, or like physically locked up, that there was someone that had a breakdown and there was a lockup. Now, I picked up that there could have been some kind of sentencing that has been so difficult for somebody that it feels like a jail sentence. It feels like a complete jail sentence, that I am trapped, that I can't get out, or something that I can't get out of, or something that I just can't seem to get through to someone, because there has been an hysterical moment where it's been completely hysterical, and someone probably went very hysterical, and it's like, what on earth is going on? Because I feel around you that there's this jaw-dropping moment of like, I can't believe all this just happened. Like, because I pick up a pen for a lot of your readings before, and it was pick up a pen, pick up a pen, pick up a pen, pick up a pen. And it seems to be, I mean, me, I've been picking up a pen and actually physically dropping it and picking up a pen, right? But I picked up for a lot of you guys around penitentiary as well, where there is a physical, either one, mind control, or two, it's an hysterical moment, or it is physically feeling like I am in a prison sentence, that I am having to do this sentence, and it feels like I'm on tag, and that I'm like always having to try and be tracked, like, because I keep picking this up big time for you, Scorpio, like there's this tracking device or a tracking monitor or a firewall, because they're saying that McClane, right? Now, John McClane was obviously in the third, whatever they were called, Die Hard, right? And that was to do with the firewall, okay? That the third one or the fourth one, I can't remember. But it was like things that were being hacked, right? Because I pick up like a real big Jackie or jacked or like hacked, like something is being hacked, like someone's hacking someone's phone or computer or something, and it's being hacked and it's being monitored. Honestly, that's what they're saying. The big messages that you had, Scorpio, from me trying to channel the past, that could well still be presenting itself into the future, is pickup, like a pickup truck or a pick-me-up of some kind of addiction that somebody has. Now, whatever that addiction comes through as people, it's none of my business, and that could literally be anything. But for some of you, I picked up Jason, and also chasing, right? Chasing. There's instances of some of you that is physical things being resolved and dissolved, right? Because I'm picking up some things got resolved, some things got dissolved. But for some of you, I'm picking it up on like tablets or something, or chasing the dragon of some. I mean, I have to be honest, Scorpio, so I don't know if this is you, your partner, or nobody, but I have to give the messages out for people that might want to hear that. Of something being dissolved, right? Now, I'm picking up foil and like chasing something, right, of an addiction. Now, if that's not a physical addiction, that could be tablets or anything like that, of things being dissolved, because it feels like I've got a headache. Like I've constantly got headache, and it feels like having to take like Alka-Seltzer or something, and it's like I'm having to drop this in the water and actually kind of like plant this seed. They're saying planting seed into a water to see it grow. Planting a seed into a water sign. Now, this could be representing some of a pregnancy, of an outburst that I've been through, going through something of other readings, where there's an outburst of a seed that's been planted into someone's head or into their service provider of a firewall, of something is been. Now, if any of you out there are interested, right, me personally on this channel and other channels I've noticed, people that are not even representing tarot channels that I watch, this person, they put on people's comments and they put, great work, keep up the great content. And they write the same thing over and over again. And sometimes when you know that that's a spammer, you get rid of them, okay, and automatically that same thing, that same word appears again, right? But by a different channel, but exactly the same context of thing. And I'm picking it up of something like that. That someone's planting these seeds into either one, someone's head to make them feel like they're going crazy, or two, it is something about someone being hacked. And they're planting things on certain websites, and they're planting it on there, and it's growing, and it's making their business grow by something that they're taking from someone else and planting it onto their, planning it and planting it. Because I think that there's a lot of plotting, planning, scheming, and something to do with a service provider, a lockdown, a lock-in, a locked up, and a breakdown, right? Now, this is something to do with a breakdown service provider of either a travel company or something where there are all seeds being set and there are all plans being made, but nothing has the go-ahead yet. It's like, well, we don't have the go-ahead and we don't have the rights. Because it feels like that there are a lot of rights that are being read to people, where like that are things that are illegal that are being read. It's like, well, I need to read you your rights, okay? So if it isn't to do with that, it's like, well, we need to seek legal representation of rights. It's like, well, do I have the right for this, and do I literally have the right to do that? But some of you, this is going like legal, where things are literally illegal, okay? And the things that are illegal, there could be people out there that are having their rights read to them. Now, if that isn't, and that's to do with a company that you're involved in, okay, there are seeds that are being planted, but they don't yet have the go-ahead to give you your work. So I think that you are trying to make a plan of how you're going to actually financially support oneself as well. Because if you have another job outside of another job, it feels that there are things that are out of control through the government controlling it, possibly, right? where people are waiting for the go-ahead before we know anything. Because I feel this great tension around someone where there are things that are all being said and talked about, but nobody really knows it yet, right? So I'm going to quickly go back to some channel messages that have possibly been going on, where you could have discovered someone physically breaking into your stuff, right? And I don't know how that is. So please, please check your copyright stuff. If you have anything on the internet, or you know anybody that has the internet, you know, get this message out to them to check your copyright stuff, right? Because people, I mean, I have, you know, and I'm kind of going through that daily to try and get that same video took down and then just plants it somewhere else, takes it down, plants it somewhere else. But that stopped for the past couple of 3 days. So I think that something has stopped, but there are seeds that are being planted into other things, right? So you've got to be very careful. So I'm also picking up a lot of hysterica, Jessica, or hysterica, America, like this moment of like where everybody just seems to be, I've got no idea because I don't watch the television, right? But like an hysterical moment where people are like frantic, where there's a lot of rushing around and there's a lot of like, what on earth is going on? Because I can't believe what my eyes are seeing. Are we, or are we physically not? Now, for some of you, where this is coming out of a world kind of thing that could have been going on, there is, because these could go into the future, right? Because there seems to be a lot of like breaking up, like we've broke up, but we've made up. But there also seems to be another energy. Now, for some of you, that can be either a Mr. or Mrs., right? Because there's men and women, but Mr. or Mrs., and there's another person. Now, for some of you, this is a family business, they're saying, a family business, where it's either an actual business or it's family business, where it means it's to do with family, right? But there's an energy of like, stop planting seeds in my head. I feel like I'm going completely crazy, where I really don't know what's real anymore. Like, I don't know who to believe. I don't know where to go. I have nowhere to go and nowhere to turn. So I have to stick by my guns to do this myself. But I'm really feeling like my head is filled up with darkness. I do. Like, my head is filled up with so much confusion that I literally can't. Because I'm picking up like now a possible transfusion, where there could have been a transfusion, okay? But I'm picking up like a fusion, like fury, like furious, like fury, because I'm picking up Furious Anger, the film, right? And I will execute every last, right? But like, there seems to be this either judge, jury, executioner of a possible sentence that could have been ongoing, and it's like, well, everything's now just been delayed, and it's like, will this person get their just desert? Will this person literally, you know, I just heard, will this person literally drop down, right? That someone really does not get on with someone, and they've possibly been thinking, I just wish this was over. I wish this person wasn't actually in my life. But I think it's kind of like meant, but not really meant. It's like I mean it, but I really don't mean it. And I'm so confused by this person that I can't live with them and I can't live without them, but I just can't bear when all this goes on. And I can't help but feeling that way, and I can't help but thinking that. Because there is someone that's thinking a lot about something. Now, through other signs, I come up with that there are possible suicidal thoughts or something, or thoughts of nostalgia, or thoughts of something. And it seems to be like thoughts in time and out of season. The hitchhiker stood by the side of the road and levelled his thumb. Right? So I'm picking up a Cancerian in your reading. And it's like the hitchhiker. It's like hiking, like a trip or something. But it seems to have caused this rift in energy where there's been so many. Because I'm going to have to stop now because I'm losing it. It's like that. There's a distance. Like I'm distancing myself from everybody. Welcome to my timeline, right? I am literally distancing myself from everybody, because I cannot think when I mean, I get like this a lot too, and I'm Scorpio rising, right? That I physically cannot deal with a lot of human beings. I can't, because my head just seems to go, right? I pick up on it. So there's a lot of like, I'm picking up on all of this stuff, which you do in the world. Me, I start to self-sabotage when I pick up the world is in chaos. When the world is in chaos, and when the world is on fire, right? When it is, it's kind of like you feel it. And then when the world starts to lose itself and everybody in it starts to lose themselves, trust me, I start to lose myself, because I pick up on worldwide pandemics, you know, all this kind of stuff, right? So there's a lot of feeling of that is being empathically felt, that's causing this dark blockness in you, Scorpio. And because of that, I think everybody has been coming at you left, right, and centre for things, right? Where it's like all of a sudden things picked up, and then all of a sudden everybody just seemed to be coming at me from left, right, and centre, and it was good. But then also it's like, what on earth? I can't even believe what's just happened. Why is everybody literally just sidewinding me? Why has everybody just literally collided straight into me and just thought, well, I need you? And it's like, I can't believe it. You know, that's what they're saying has been happening. Now, I picked up that there was a breakdown or a break-in the summer, right, into a name Somersham, a place. There is a place here in Somersham, right? But in Somersham, there was a provider or someone that provided something for someone. And there could have possibly been a break-in somewhere to a place in Somersham or something, right? And it's like someone has this vendetta out for someone that broke into something. And it's like, you broke into it, I'll never forget that. You broke into this. I think someone found out about something, that someone possibly broke into somewhere. And they have got this strong vendetta against somebody. And I think that it could possibly be a family member that broke into something, right? I don't know where that's coming from. That someone broke into something, and it literally, it's driving someone crazy trying to figure out who's broke into it. It's like someone broke into it, and I need to find out who, where, when, and what got broke into. When did it get broke into? Because this is like a police thing. Like a detective, that someone's like really determined to find out who it is that's doing whatever it is. Right, now I'm going to come off those because they were the messages. Pick up, lock down, pick a lock, pick a lock, pick a lock, pick a lock, piccolo. They're saying gigolo. That's what they're saying. They're saying a gigolo. I don't know where that one's coming from. Because they're also saying armadillo, like an armadillo, armour, like putting up an armour, or manama, like a menage a trois, but like nam, or okay, Vietnam. They're saying Vietnam, in Vietnam, or something, or Nam, or arm, like Armstrong. Armstrong or arms, like arms. I've got no idea where this is coming from, because I'm picking up on some very strange illegal activity of arms, of where people are like literally starting to harm themselves. Oh, okay, harm themselves. That someone could have been literally self-harming, and it's very, very alarming. Very alarming, because I'm picking up on alarms, like physical alarms being put around everywhere. So we're going to have to put these alarms around everywhere. There's actual arms that are probably carried by someone, right? Sorry, but my nose is really itching now. Self-harming that someone could have been into. Now, self-harming, right? I mean, if you want a personal Skype call and stuff like that, my services are open for people to talk. Okay, I do provide that as a service. But again, I'm picking up that some of this could have been self-harm, as in like, you know what, I'm just going to start eating or drinking and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, what's the point? What is the point? I might as well just, if everything's going to shit, then I literally might just, because I'm also picking up shipment of something, like a shipment. Because I'm picking up things being shipped in and shipped out, and people being shipped and deported left, right and centre, and it's like we can't get through this barrier, and we can't get in, and then we can't get out either. And like shipments of things, like I'm waiting on a shipment, but it's not going out, or it's not coming in, and it's like so frustrating for people as well. But there's also like an energy around that's been around you of, but I'm kind of like, they're saying like presently creeping into the future, right? That there's this, like I am so like down, or just like personally down, where I'm like, you know what, I just feel like giving up. I just feel like giving in. It's kind of like, I'm not really bothered anymore. Like I'm really not worried. It's kind of like a worried state that I feel around you, Scorpio. But that generally is a Scorpio's feeling, right? Is this void, you know, that you can generally feel this emptiness and void inside you, representing the card towards Scorpio sun sign, or any sign in Scorpio, right? But like I feel this void, and it's just like I'm trying to avoid them, and I'm trying to avoid them, and I'm trying to avoid them. But I constantly feel this void inside me that anything that I do is not possibly good enough for anybody. It means that I'm trying to be the best that I can, and I always try to succeed, but I never seem to fulfill this void that seems to be in me that I constantly need to try and avoid, but I can't. Right? So a lot of it is internal feeling, but also it's projection of also an external feeling that what's happening around Scorpio. That there seems to be obviously a pandemic, right? There's a lot of scares around people. Scarce. They're also saying things are going scarce. Oh, okay. So okay. They're saying two things. Okay, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but it's slang. It's called skag, right? Now, that here is heroin, right? That's an addiction to that. They call that here, right? But I'm also picking up, I'm a scat man, right? Also. But also a nag, like nagging and nagging, like someone's constantly nagging someone. And it's, oh, trust me. But like just people have been nagging people, and it's like, stop, will you just literally stop nagging me, because it's winding me up. And it's like, I can't go on. It's like, wow, the long pigs, right? Can't go on and on. But I just can't go on. Yeah, I think that came up in your reading before. But I just can't go on. Please don't do me wrong. Yeah, I can't remember the actual. So they're past kind of energies of that are now present now and still past. Okay, so what we do is we now look into your past kind of reading and see if that is, well, Aquarius. Okay, so this is like presently now. Okay, because it is. What is the date now? We're looking at the 21st of April now when I'm doing these, okay? So we're kind of like looking around that time. Oh, I don't know if any of you are interested. When my brother passed, this was his old tarot deck that I found today. These are probably about 15 years old, these ones, okay? Found them today, but this is not these. But Aquarius, the star, starlight, starlight, star bright, starlight, star bright. Okay, the northern lights, someone's from up north, okay, someone's from down south and someone's from up north, okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, so now it seems like someone's rushed back in to heal something with you that they have wanted to reconcile, but this is like children, that people are looking at this light as if to say, you're my everything. It's like, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing, oh baby. But this is like, someone really wants, like, is getting the attention. This star here is getting the attention. It's all going to this star. Everything is redirected towards astrology. Everything is redirected towards Aquarius, Leo. Okay, Aquarius, Leo. That's 8. But this could be a Leo. You could have cross comparisons in this in your chart. But it seems like that, well, you're the guiding protector, you're the guiding light, but I attract myself towards your light. So I'm attractive. Like someone's very attractive, but someone's attracting themselves to, also that would be someone's voice. Okay. Like I am finding someone's voice very overbearing, but also caring. So some of you could be a care worker or a caring, like you're caring for someone. Karen, I'm also picking up Karen, and also Sharon, right? But I'm also carrying something. Oh, okay, possible baby. I could be carrying something. That's what they're saying, that I could literally be carrying something. This is still the past, guys, okay? What's been going on. But it's possible that I could have been carrying something. So what has that person been carrying? Because there's a carrier, or a carry, or carrier, but carry. The name carry or carrying. Because there's been an error of blame. Yeah, you see, I've been carrying blame. There's 2 8s Leo energy around as well, right? Where I've been caring for someone, but I've also been sharing for someone else, is what they're saying. Is what it seems to be coming out. That's why, like, who are you caring for? Who loves you and who do you love? This runs. This is an 8, right? And it runs. It walks off. 7, 8 runs in my fast, right? It's like I left fast. It's like I had to cut this off fast. It's like I was fast and it was furious. Whatever happened, there was a furious moment where it started just as quick as it finished. It started up very quick, whatever the argument was, and it finished just as quick when someone cut it off. And it's like fast and furious. You made me so furious that I just had to cut you off because of possible drinking, because of some kind of addiction, where there was just like, well, I'm just here. It's like, well, I'm not with you. It's like some of you physically weren't with your person, and that you started talking to them, and you try to heal something for them, but they couldn't heal it. They couldn't heal, right? Which is like, it's because it's kind of like heal. It's like, I need your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention. It's like heal. It's like, oh, you don't have to kneel or heal. It's like, you need to heal this yourself. I can't do it for you. I'm physically not your guiding light where I can just heal everybody in my life. You've got to heal this yourself. You've got to search for what truly means and matters to you most. I'm picking up a Virgo energy as well, right? But you're gonna have to find me through finding yourself. You know, don't find myself. This has been a mirror of a trigger, right? It's where someone has been relying on your energy, right? And when they're not with you, they can't find themselves. And they can't find themselves with you, and they can't find themselves without you either. Is where the energy can get that dense, where it's like, I'm not with you, right? But I am with you. It's like you're not living with them, possibly not. Some you could be living with, I don't know. But it's like we're miles apart. You know, you're going to have to go out there and find things yourself. I can't physically go out shopping for you. I can't run around with you. I can't be seen with you. Okay? I can't be seen with you. So what are we doing? You know, that's what it seems. I can't be seen with you. I cannot. I just heard for some, I cannot stand when you do that. Because this person's still standing. I has been. And it's like, I can't stand when you're like that. I cannot stand when you drink. I cannot stand when you rely on me to give you the answer for everything in my life. I might be everything to you, but I'm not the person that you can just lean on for support all the time. You're going to have to get through this yourself. So we broke up. We more than likely left. It's like, don't leave me behind. It's like, well, let's see. Yeah, the tower moment. Avoiding. That's before things hit. Before it hit, that's the calm before the storm. There was probably a lot of sexual nature around someone, but this could have been kind of like, I don't know why I keep picking up on self-harm. Like self-harm. But self-harm can be someone that does alcohol, drinks. But you see, the Tower, it never quite struck this person how important that you are to them. But it never quite struck them that it was winding you up. You know, but it did strike, well, I don't know. But in the past, it didn't quite strike them. It didn't hit them. I don't think anybody hit one another. They just lashed out. It's like, because I appear missing in this relationship. I appear that you're not bothered about me. And this is where this blame game has come from. I appear missing in this relationship. There's just you and your mum, or there's just you and your nan, or there's just you and the other person, but where's the other person? Where am I in all of this? Because the person is missing out the window. They're actually on the floor. So they more than likely, you probably kicked this person out or kicked the energy out, right? But it's kind of like lights out. It's like lights out. School's out for summer, lights out, right? So it feels like I appear missing in this relationship. There's always you and someone else, but where am I in all of this? Where am I? It's like, well, you're in my energy, but stop winding me up. Stop asking for support. Stop asking and saying that it's me when it's not, it's you. And then there's a lot of confusion around that. Control, narcissism, confusion, because there is where someone gets fused off very quickly and they're like, boom, and before you know it, they flip the script and they start arguing with someone, you know. That's why I isolate myself away from people, because I can't deal with a lot of intense energy, right? But again, there seems to be that someone was so reliant on someone's answer that it's like, I need an answer. I need an answer. And it's like, I will give you an answer in a minute. If you literally keep asking me, you either didn't say, well, I think you did. I think you did. I think you did. Sid. It feels like Sid Barrett, right, out of Pink Floyd. Yeah, I'm picking up a case of something. A case of something. Like I'm picking up a case. Yeah, 3. Pisces maybe. But 3. One of these people could have been a Pisces. A Pisces is mum. The Empress, the Hangman. That could be one of the 3. A Scorpio. Aquarius. Fire sign. But this is the fire sale. This is John McClane. You know, everything got sold out. Everything was sold out. It feels like that you sold out. Like, it's like that someone was asking you to keep things quiet. And it's like, I just need you to, you know, I'm telling you this secret, but don't tell them that I've said something. And it's like, I am not selling out. It's like, something that wasn't selling out was selling out. Selling out sells. Or someone's DNA, or cell groups, or cells. They keep saying the cell. Like the selling, buying and selling on a market. Or like the stock market. Because this is something crashed. It feels like that it all grew up and then it just crashed. It's like whatever it was on this market, stall, or this market, it just crashed. Right? This is the fire sale. Where everything sold and then it just crashed. And then it just crashed. And it come tumbling down on someone. All this pressure and all this energy come falling down on someone, and they were like, you know what? Bang! I am had enough. I am going to tell you, stop asking me questions that are personal to me, and stop relying on me of the person that you think that I'm supposed to be in life, when the person that I choose is me above anybody else in my life. I am the most important. I am the one and only Tower. I am. And I'm the one that brings it. Right? So there was some bad news that got brought to someone, or brought to someone's attention, was some bad news that got brought to them. It was like delivered at their doorstep. Right? Now if it wasn't, it was delivered to them via you saying it. That in order for me to deliver this news to someone, I'm going to literally have to tell them. Right, that's what I'm hearing of what could possibly have happened. There was bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widow bride, but something touched me deep inside. the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Okay. Excuse me, but I'm stopping smoking, and it's kind of like day 2, 3 for me. I bought myself another vape. So I'm and also been speaking a lot. But yeah, that's speaking, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is I've got to keep these down a little. So they're your sort of channeled messages, okay? And then we've got this reading, and then what we do is we look into, let's look a little bit further. Scorpio, what's the tower? Why is the tower here? Yeah, Scorpio. Double Scorpio. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Dorio, Dorian, or Astorian, or Hysteria, or something. It's been an hysterical moment of someone just refusing. It's like, you're not going to get in. It's like, you can huff and you can puff and you can blow my house down, but you are not coming in. You are not coming in my room. You are not coming in. I'm not allowing you in to my energy. Yeah, there was. Someone wanted back in, but in and out and in and out and in and out. And it's like, oh, I can't keep an eye on whether you're in or whether you're out. I can't keep an eye on you and everybody else. There could have been kids involved possible. And it's like, I can't keep an eye on everybody. I can't keep a track of everybody that wants my attention. So I'm shutting down. These are your cards, Scorpio. It's like all of a sudden you just shut everybody out. Turn your phone off, but phone's off, doors shut, everybody out. Everybody out of my energy. Everybody stop putting me under pressure, because that is why I blew up, because I was under pressure. I was under people wanting my attention, people needing my support, people wanting me. It got too much. Bang, I told everybody out. Everybody out. Now, yeah, I am. I'm picking that up. Everybody out. Everybody out. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Yeah, ceremony. Yeah, I think someone flipped the script, Scorpio, and I think it was you. I think that you told this person exactly where it was. Stop. Just stop. I've had enough. I've had enough of people blaming me, asking me, wanting me, needing me, not wanting me, then not needing me. Sort out your own rubbish. Sort out your own affair. Sort out your own affairs. Sort out whoever this other person might have been or not been. I don't really care. Sort them out yourself, Claire. That's what they're saying. Sort them out yourself, Claire. I really don't mind. There is an energy of someone called Claire around as well. Claire? I don't know. I'm not saying it's you, Claire, if you're watching. I'm just saying that I just heard Claire. Claire. Well, I mean, you know, welcome to being clairvoyant or whatever. You know, welcome to attracting in dark and light all at the same time. Yep, that's the difficulties going through that. So what we're going to do is now we're going to do your May reading. Okay, time seems to be really ticking slow. I don't know why. But anyway, excuse me. So, wow, I can't speak. I literally can't speak. I'm speechless. I am absolutely speechless. So I wonder what's going to happen for your May reading. So I'm going to clear these away, okay, and then we're going to look at your full spread May reading. It is still literally $5. So we channel messages, hopefully now, go back to the drawing board, channel some messages for May, okay, and then do a May tarot card reading, clarify everything, and do a general spread, okay. That's over on Patreon. We've soon got the You versus Them that will come out again. If you haven't watched the ones before, watch the week before, okay, they're in a playlist all below. But we clarify some cards and see what's going to happen for your May tarot reading, and also channel messages, and then we go to the future. Okay. If you want a personal reading, or you want to watch any other readings or anything like that, the links are below in the show more section. If you want to reach out, there's an email, all that kind of stuff. I feel so distracted in my head, Scorpio, and I can't think why. I can feel this pressure in my head, like stressed Eric, like, oh, just like stressed. It's like I'm stressed and I'm stressed and I'm stressed. Right? So I can feel these cards at the moment. So like I said, Patron, $5, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and your partner, if you want to watch them, it's just for a whole month. You just pay $5 and you get to watch what you want. Okay, or personal reading, or anything that is via multimedia is also all in the link provided below. Okay, thanks very much, Scorpio. Let's see what's going to happen for your May. Thanks very much. Catch you again soon.